Pro Wrestling Weekly presents Today in Wrestling History, October 13. On this date in 2008, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from Anaheim, California. In the main event, CM Punk defeated Chris Jericho. On this date in 1997, WCW Monday Nitro aired live from Tampa, Florida. In the main event, Kurt Hennig defeated Diamond Dallas Page by disqualification. On this date in 2003, WWE Monday Night Raw aired live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. In the main event, Goldberg and Shawn Michaels defeated Mark Henry, Randy Orton, and Ric Flair in a handicap tag team match. This has been Today in Wrestling History, October 13.
This is Jim the Anvil Neidhart of the Hart Foundation, and you're listening to Pro Wrestling Weekly with Fearon Derry on 1490 WBCB, baby. Yeah!
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon Derry back here with you. I've got maybe about 10 minutes or so. In that time, I want to talk to you, and I've got tickets to give away, so now would be the time to call. Free tickets to the Sunbank Center this Friday night, Raw World Tour. Get to see WWE action live for free. How can you turn that down? Anyway, some news and notes in the meanwhile. A little bit more of news and notes. You can certainly get your reaction to a bunch of different things, your thoughts on the interview. Of course, your thoughts on my predictions certain to go wrong for Bound for Glory. I'll go over those again in just a sec. Another interesting tidbit. You saw John Cena on Raw this past Monday, and if you're a Jets fan, I know there's at least one of you out there who is. Good job, Steve. John Cena, he'll be serving as the honorary captain of the New York Jets tomorrow for their home game against the Indianapolis Colts at MetLife Stadium. Cena will lead the JETS, 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 Jets chant prior to the game. Of course, Cena promoting WrestleMania 29, which is going to be at MetLife Stadium this coming April 7th. So it certainly should be a good one, to say the least. Also, Doug checking in on the Facebook fan page and gently reminding me, don't worry, I was going to mention it anyway. Saturday, November 17th, I know it's a little over a month away, Papa Shango. He'll be appearing at George's Cards and Collectibles over on New Falls Road. That's a Saturday from 3 until 5 p.m., so you can listen to me from noon to 1 and then go maybe grab a bite to eat and then head on over to the New Falls Road location of George's Cards and Collectibles. That's right, they have 3 of them now, so I got to make sure I specify which one it is. They've also got their locations at the Oxford Valley Mall as well as the Quaker Bridge Mall, but this one, it's on the original location, New Falls Road, Saturday, November 17th from 3 to 5. For tickets and more information, you can go ahead and call 215-943-2475, or you can log on to georgescollectibles.com. They always do great stuff with that, and certainly appreciate all their support with the program here. So in case you missed it earlier, my prediction's certain to go wrong for Bound for Glory. We've got Al Snow against Joey Ryan. I've got Ryan winning that one. I know, a bit of a head scratcher for some of you. Zema Ion against Rob Van Dam for the X Division title. I've got Ion winning that and holding on to the X Division title. Miss Tessemacher, I've got her retaining the Knockouts title against Tara. Samoa Joe against Magnus for the TV title. I've got Joe winning and retaining there. Bobby Roode and James Storm in a street fight with King Mo as the special enforcer. I've got James Storm, the Cowboy, winning that one. That's going to be the feel-good moment of Bound for Glory, but I don't think it's going to be the last match, to say the least. Daniels and Kazarian defending the tag titles against AJ Styles and Kurt Angle, as well as Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez. I've got Styles and Angle winning the tag titles. And, of course, having a little bit of dysfunction, kind of piggybacking off of the Daniel Bryan and Kane. I don't think they're necessarily going to be another team friendship, but there is dissension in the ranks, so what better way to further that dissension than to have them as the reigning tag team champions. Aces and Eights against Sting and Bully Ray. I've got Aces and Eights winning that, and of course furthering the tension between TNA and Aces and Eights. Hopefully it's not another NWO type thing. And Austin Aries and Jeff Hardy for the TNA World Championship. I think Aries is going to retain. What do we got here? We got Doug chiming in from California. Let's go ahead and punch Doug up here. Doug, welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi. I did got a question about Bubby Ray and Steve. Do you think that they're really going to be successful in this? I mean, they don't really see eye to eye, and now Hulk Hogan is in this.
Well, it's an interesting question. I just did give my predictions starting to go wrong, and thanks so much for the call, Doug. Got to keep things moving, unfortunately. I only got a couple more minutes here. But, I think despite the fact that Sting and Bully Ray showed that they were somewhat on the same page, I mean, Sting even pulling out the old Bully get the tables to the delight of the crowd, I don't necessarily think that they're necessarily going to pull it out, whether there's involvement from other members of Aces and Eights. Somehow I think that the heel tag team is going to somehow find some way to win. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with that. And, talking earlier about the Hogan sex tape story, John from the Northeast chiming in, you sure that the Hogan tape wasn't just a rejected angle from the TNA writers and management? Oh, man, always good for a laugh, John. Tell you what, drop me a message after the show, John. Great contributions. We're going to get you those tickets for the Raw World Tour. People must be out on the road today, not necessarily contributing via the phone, but certainly contributing via the Facebook fan page. So, John will get you a pair of tickets to the Raw World Tour coming up at the Sunbank Center this Friday, the 19th. Certainly a great one there. Anyway, I've got only about a couple of minutes left, and then we're going to be taking you to Mike Samsel, who'll be bringing you high school football, Hamilton and Trenton, I believe it is. And then, of course, next week, I thought I was off, but apparently due to some... there's been a lot of reschedulings going on, and a lot of it has been SAT-related, and that's why this game was moved from 2 o'clock to 1 o'clock today. So that's why I've got to be off a little early, but that game that I thought... the game that I thought was going on at 10:45 next week has apparently been moved again or moved to our sister station. So that means I'm 90% sure that I'll be on next week, so I'll be able to have a review of everything going on with TNA Bound for Glory. We'll look at the further developments and fallout from everything with CM Punk, of course, attacking that fan. That's kind of been a major story this week. We'll also see how the new writing staff shakeup is with Raw, as Brian Gewirtz, of course, no longer in there. And we'll see as we get a little bit closer to Hell in a Cell if we'll actually get a couple more matches, since right now it's just Team Hell No defending the tag titles against the winner of the number one contender tournament, which at the moment, the finals, I would imagine, would be this upcoming week. Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara against Rhodes Scholars, and the winner of that would take on Team Hell No at Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. And Sheamus defending the World Championship against Big Show. Hopefully we can get away from the silliness. I mean, last night on SmackDown, they had that punching bag carnival game. Are you kidding me? I guess the little inklings of Brian Gewirtz is still sitting around, or maybe they're just, I don't know, throwing whatever they can against the wall and seeing if it sticks. Either way, there needs to be some development of some, not only matches for Hell in a Cell, but also some story. I mean, there are inklings of things there. We'll find out this Monday who CM Punk is choosing to face at Hell in a Cell, whether it be John Cena with his surgically repaired elbow or whether it's Ryback. We'll certainly figure that out coming up. Anyway, that's going to just about do it for me. Thanks to Wild Bill Melody for doing what he does, hitting the dials, the buttons, making sure we're on the air here. Always appreciate it with the production. Thanks to all you out there. Special thanks to AJ Lee from the WWE. Great interview. And also congrats again to John from the Northeast. You got tickets coming your way from the Raw World Tour for the Sunbank Center this coming Friday night. That's going to do it for me. Stay tuned. High school football here on WBCB, and I'm 90% sure I'll be back next week with more Pro Wrestling Weekly.
This is your station for Phillies baseball and Eagles football on 1490 WBCB, Levittown, Fairless Hills, Trenton.